Hello everybody, welcome back to another exciting session with me. So today we are going to learn a very important thing. Guess what? I am going to teach the 3-year-old kids how to write, where to start, how to teach them writing. So for this you need to have a 4-rule book and a square rule book. Now I will show you where to start writing for a 3.5-year-old child. So let's start. So today we have our daughter. She is 3.5-year-old and I'll show you how to get them into writing in the first phase. So let's start. Since there is no school for students now, you can start giving them practice in a 4-rule notebook like this at home. For this, first every day mention the date. Mention the date and a heading. First we have to start with strokes. This is a standing line. What is this? This is a standing line. Let the child trace on this standing line for a couple of times and then they can start writing here. Make sure you put the standing line in first 3 lines of the 4-rule book. First 3 lines. After this is over, just give dots like this, first line and third line, so that the child will understand where to start and where to end the line. Make sure the dots you keep also falls in a straight line like this. It cannot go like this or like this. So this is how you should maintain the book very neatly. Teach the child in the first place that the book has to be very neat. There should not be any foldings like this, because this habit will last long for the child in handling the notebooks. So do it right the first time. After this standing line is over, give them a practice of full page. Standing line. It is very important to mention the heading on the top. Also make sure you note down the date, so that after this book is over, you can see where the child has started and where the child is. Again, don't forget to give dots in the first and third line, so that the child will initially understand where to start the line and where to end the line. Every day a two pages practice will be sufficient for the child to get into the practice of writing. After this is over, the next concept is sleeping line. Don't forget to give the date every single day and a sleeping line like this, so that the child can trace it for at least 5 times. Then after this, again draw a sleeping line pattern here on the blue line. Now the dots has to be horizontal. These dots are the indicators for the child, so as to understand where to start writing and where to stop the line in the beginning days. So this is how you have to keep dots for each and every single line. After this is over, the same process will repeat, that a full page work for the sleeping line. Don't forget to give the dots, because they will understand where to start and where to stop. If you don't give dots, they will not show any interest in writing, because for them the page is like just a page and they don't know where they have to start writing, where they have to stop writing, since they are writing it for the first time. And what did we forget here? Can you tell me? Yes, it's the heading, sleeping line and the date. At least 2 pages will be good to go for the initial days for a 3.5-year child. Next is standing line and sleeping line together. Standing line, one standing line, one standing line, one sleeping line, one standing line, one sleeping line. You can just give strokes as the heading here. Mention the date and 2 dots vertical and 2 dots like this horizontal. In this way, the child will first understand that they have different directions and they will start practicing moving their pencil in different directions like horizontal and vertical. After this is over, so next let's move on to the slanting lines. This is a right slanting line. This is tilted to the right side, so we call it right slanting line. What is this? Right slanting line. So mention the date again. This gives a uniformity for the book so that once you go back and check, it will be easy for you to understand the concepts, though it is for kindergarten. Right slanting line, right slanting line, right slanting line, right slanting line. 4 times is enough for a child because 2 will be less and 5 or 6 will be clumsy and difficult for the child to write. Now again give the dots in a slanting pattern. Slanting pattern. Make sure your dots looks uniform because that is how the child is going to learn. And after this is over, as I already told to you, right slanting line, mention the date again. This date also will make sure to check if the child is practicing every single day. If you don't give a date, you will not understand when is the last time the child has written in the notebook. So this is how you have to give one full page. If your child is willing to write, you can also give them practice of 2 pages for the same. Otherwise, this should be fine. After this is over, the next is left slanting line. And this is the left slanting line for your child to practice tracing here at least for 5 times. Don't forget to mention the date because that will let you know how many days you gave practice to your child. Left slanting line. Make sure the book is very neat and very uniform because the habit once started will last forever. Make sure the book is covered. Make sure the book is nice and neat. Teach the kids to keep their books properly after and before writing. They cannot throw it wherever they want because they have to do it in the single book every day. Please make sure that you maintain a book like this and do it in one book because you cannot do it in a page one day, you cannot do it somewhere else the other day because you will not understand where the child is standing if you do so. After this left slanting line is over, give them a practice of a full page like this. Make sure you also keep the dots very uniformly so that once the child finishes the homework, it looks so nice and neat. Allocate a standard time for your child to do this homework every single day. For example, if you feel that 5 o'clock in the evening is comfortable to you, make sure every day evening 5 o'clock you are at any cost getting your child to do the homework. This is left slanting line and again the date here. After this is over, let's have all strokes together. Standing line, sleeping line, right slanting line, left slanting line. Give dots accordingly. In the end, I will tell you few tips where you have to follow to get your child to write. So keep watching the video. After these strokes are over, and the last line stroke we have is a crooked line format, which is a nothing but a zigzag. This is called crooked line, which is a zigzag format, like this. So you can give this only 3 times. Mention the date here. Give them dots accordingly so that the child will understand where to start and where to stop. Right now we were teaching them only line strokes initially. Till the time the child is well versed with the line strokes, please do not start alphabets to them, because once they are perfect with these line strokes, without your help they can write all the alphabets. After the crooked line is over, now we are done with all the line strokes. What are these called? All the line strokes. So we have 5 line strokes. What are those? Standing line, sleeping line, right slanting line, left slanting line, and a crooked line. These are the 5 line strokes we have. What are these called? Line strokes. Standing line, sleeping line, right slanting line, left slanting line, crooked line. The child also should understand the names for each of these lines, because these will be helpful for you when you teach them alphabets. You can ask them to write a right slanting line, a left slanting line, and a sleeping line to form the letter A. Now don't forget to give the dots until the child is able to write on their own. If you feel that your child is able to do it without putting dots to them, then well and good, you can just go ahead with that, but make sure the lines are all uniform, nice and neat. Again, it is very important for you to teach the child to maintain the book very neatly. It all comes from us. It all comes from we moms. After all the line strokes are over, now it's time to get into the line alphabets. What are the line alphabet? Line alphabet are those alphabet which can be formed only with the help of line strokes. So let's start. Here, alphabet A can be formed only with the strokes which we have learned. Right slanting line, left slanting line, and a sleeping line forms letter A. A for apple. For your child to quickly understand the letter, you can also draw a small picture referring to the alphabet. Here it is A for apple. A for apple. This is for tracing for at least 5 times. Then give the same alphabet here for at least 3 to 4 times. Give them dots accordingly. So, since the child is well versed in writing the line strokes, now it will be easy for them to write the letter A. They can write it like this. A. 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 After the letter A is over, we cannot go to letter B because letter B is formed with the help of curves. And letter C, no. Letter D, no. So we can go to letter E because letter E is formed with the help of only standing lines and 3 sleeping lines. You can tell them 1 standing line, 3 sleeping lines. Ali writes the letter E with 4 straight lines. This is letter E. Mention the date here. Give them lots and lots of practice. Standing line, 3 sleeping lines. 1 standing line, 3 sleeping lines. 1 standing line, 3 sleeping lines. Letter E. E for egg. You can draw an egg here. Now give them dots. Now for E you have to give only 2 dots because once the child writes a standing line, then following by that they will understand they also should write 3 sleeping lines. So only 2 dots, first and third line will be sufficient. See, for example, they will have to join these 2 dots and keep 3 small sleeping lines like this. Okay, once this is over, you have to give a full page practice here for letter E. So the same has to be done for all the letters. Now I'll show you all the line alphabets together so that it will be easy for you to understand. A, E, F, H, I, K, L, M, N, T, V, W, X, Y and Z. These are the line alphabet. So you have to teach these letters first to the child after you teach them the line strokes, because these are the alphabets which can be formed using only line strokes. Take each letter one single day and practice it for at least 3 to 4 days. Letter A for 4 days, letter E 4 days, letter F 4 days, letter H 4 days. Then only A, E, F, H. For example, A, E, F and H. Let the child write this. Give them dots accordingly. Only 2 dots is sufficient in the first and third line. Let the child finish this practice. Once you feel the child has learnt these alphabet, then only you have to move to the next level. Otherwise, please make sure give them ample time to learn the alphabet first. Line stroke alphabet. So make sure they learn all these line stroke alphabets. For your child to learn these line stroke alphabets, at least it will take 2 to 3 months if the child has not started writing yet. Again, it depends from child to child. Few kids may take even more longer time to finish this, or few kids may write it just in a month's time. So this is how you should maintain the notebook for your child. Now let me give you an example with my daughter.
Standing line.
So first make sure the child will trace the standing line. Once again trace the standing line, baby. Yes, once again. Read and write. Standing line. Okay, good. Good. Say standing line. Here. Enough. Now join these 2 dots. Okay?
Okay.
If the child has not yet started writing, you can hold their hand like this. Give them little help in writing. Standing line. Loudly. Standing line. Here. You have to start in this here and end here. That's it. Yes, very good. Start and finish it by this dot. Yes. Give them very good. So here she finished writing the first page, and you can also make them write this page maybe in the evening time. So here I would like to give you few tips on how can you get your kids to write. So initially when you start writing, they may not show you interest, so needless to worry, it will fall in place once you give them ample practice. Initially if they are not showing interest in writing in a 4-rule book like this, you can give them white paper and crayons and do the same exercise, standing line, sleeping line and etc. After the scribbling part is over, they will definitely show the interest to write in the notebook because they'll get bored of writing in the white papers. Scribbling is the first stage of writing for any child. After the scribbling is over, generally the child of age group 2 will be doing the scribbling part, and however 3.5-year-old child should show interest in writing. The first thing you should remember is make sure the child is holding the pencil properly, because if the child starts holding the pencil here or any way like this, that will become a habit for the child, and lately it will be very difficult for you to get it the right way. So how you have to hold the pencil, baby show? Like this. Okay, make sure the child holds pencil like this, because the habit will be formed in the initial stages only. If the child holds it in any other way, later it will be very difficult for you to change it into the right way. And the second important thing is maintain a notebook like this, a new notebook, because it will be like a fresh start for the child as well, that they are starting their writing phase, and they will take it seriously if you maintain a notebook. Otherwise, if you take a rough notebook, or if you go with any of the white papers or any of the piece of paper, they will not take it seriously. So make sure they have a separate notebook for their writing part, so the child will take it serious whenever you ask them to write. And the third important thing to remember when you get your child to write is the poster. The poster is a very important thing that you should keep in mind, because look here, you can see they need a small chair and a small table appropriate to their level. That is where they will feel comfortable in writing. Sitting in a very good posture is very important for a child to at least show interest in writing. You cannot make them sit down on the floor and writing, because it will not be convenient for them to keep the books in their laps. So make sure when you start writing, at least you get a nice writing table and a chair for them, which you can use it forever hereafter for drawing, writing their homeworks and everything. So a good poster makes the best handwriting. Remember, it is very important that you will get your child write only sitting in one particular position each and every single day. Don't make them sit in the bedroom and write, and don't make them sit anywhere else. Make a separate place for them, like a study table and a small chair for them to write, so that they will really enjoy their writing. Very good. And the fourth important thing is fix a time schedule for your child to write, because whenever you are free, they may not feel like writing, right? So make sure you fix a time which you feel is comfortable for you and your child to write, so that they will also have it in their mind, like, yes, it is a daily routine, I have to write at least one single page. So that is how you should fix a time routine for child. For example, the best time for this age group is in the evening, about around 4 to 6 o'clock is the suggested time for the kids to write, because after the nap, afternoon nap, they feel really quite fresh, so that you can pick up that time. If you are free, give them at least 1 hour time to write every day. Don't skip this time. Make sure, come what may, make sure you are using this 1 hour time for your child's writing part. And the fifth thing is, make it a routine. Wherever you are going, for example, you may go out for any outing or any relative's house, or wherever you are going, you can just carry these books and this pencil. Wherever you are going, make it a routine habit of your child. As he is eating, as he is sleeping, he should write one single page, without which they will not fall in the practice of writing. Everyday practice is very important. Make it a routine. Fix a time, stick to the time, and make a routine of writing it every single day, because you cannot write for a week and give a gap for another 10 days and again start writing, because the child's practice is gone. Again you'll have to start from the scratch. So make sure you make it as a routine, and when you fix up a routine, the child's brain will be prepared to write. And in the later stages, at least if for 15 days if your child is writing, later it will not be any difficult for you to get them into writing, because they are used to writing. They know that every day 4 o'clock I have to write one page. So this is how you have to get your kids to write very easily. So I think your writing journey with your child will begin hereafter. So I wish all the moms out there to start your child's writing journey. If you have any doubts, please comment me. I may help you out if you are facing any difficulties in getting your kids to write. But follow these 5 basic steps, so they will definitely write, because you can see here she is able to write. In the meantime we were talking, she wrote almost about 4 pages, if you can see here. So why not your child? They also will write it. Hope you have really liked our video. So for more videos like this, please subscribe to our channel and stay connected.
Thank you, friends. Take care. Bye.